And today we are going to start with our series of brooding our one-day-old chicks. So here we're going to enter our brooder for the first time to check up how it looks. We can see that on the outside we have covered the windows with green tarpaulin. This is to protect the chicks from the wind. And here we're going to enter the brooder for the first time, and we need to use the foot dip to disinfect our shoes. And so I have bought another pair of shoes that I shall be using when I am entering the brooder. And these are the shoes. And so I am just going to put them on, and then I shall step in the foot dip and enter the brooder. And they're beautiful Crocs that I bought a bit of a bigger size so that anybody else could use them when I'm not there. And so let's go in and see how our brooder looks like. And so I'm just going to dip my feet in this foot dip, which is a disinfectant, which is called Norasense cleanser. And we're going to use it, we'll be using it to disinfect our feet as we go into the brooder. And so here you have to step with your shoes and then enter the brooder. And you have to step with the other foot and step into the brooder. And so here we go. We are entering our brooder for the first time to see how it looks like. And today is day 00. That's the day before our chicks come. So we're just checking up how it looks like before our chicks come tomorrow. And so here is the entrance of the brooder, which is a small section which is left that you can use to keep things. And here is very important that you look inside the brooder when it's dark without the light. Why is this important? Because when your chicks come, you need light all the time. And therefore, it would be nice to see how it would be if you don't have light. Like we are going to use electricity to light our brooder. And it will happen that the electricity goes off. And so it's nice to see how dark it's going to be so that you can think of other alternatives. And that's why we look at the brooder when it's dark. And then we light the lights and we see how light it is, how it looks. It should have enough light for you to read a book. That's what is good enough for the chicks. If you cannot read a book, then it's not good enough, even for your chicks. And here is the small section that we have behind the brooder, that we are going to, that we have put a few items that we need. And we've just prepared for the day tomorrow so that we are very ready. So here we are seeing our starter concentrate that we are going to give to our one-day-old chicks. And here we have all our drinkers, our baby drinkers, that are already washed and disinfected and rinsed, and they're just ready to be filled with water for the one-day-old chicks. At the same time, we have trays that we will be putting our feed and jugs that we'll be using to measure or to pour the liquid into the drinkers. And so we go into the brooder, and you can see how it looks. We've divided it into two sections. And you can see that we've built all around, and make sure there are no sharp corners. Make sure that it's wide and big, and there's wood shavings under, and on top of that we have put cartons or brooder paper, whichever we had. We've actually mixed them. And at the same time, we have built a little baby brooder, which is our hospital. That's where we will be putting the sickly one-day-old chicks that we can look after separately. And so this is how our brooder looks like. It's a very well-built brooder. Like you can see, there are two sections. So we're going to divide the chicks into two and put half in this section and half in the other section. We just felt that it was easier to manage them when they're divided into two. And so that's why we have it like this. So we have everything ready. We have the bell drinkers hanging there, which will be put down later on as the chicks grow a bit bigger. And the shining lights are the heat lamps that we're going to be using when we need. And here we will need to keep our temperatures very, very accurate. And therefore, I have this little thermometer that I have put an app in my iPhone, which I can be able to monitor the temperature even when I am very far away from the brooder. And you can see here we have 33 degrees centigrade. And there's a chart here how much you should have. And it is 33 degrees centigrade that you are supposed to have the first week for 1 old chicks. So it's very important for you to have a thermometer so that you can monitor that. And because we have two big brooders, we need to have mini thermometers, and that's why we have two other thermometers that we are going to place in our brooder. The lighting, I am going to change because I have bought these new bulbs that are called smart bulbs. They're called energy-saving bulbs. Let me see what they're called. Yeah, they're smart bulbs. They're energy-saving bulbs, whereby emergency energy-saving bulbs. What happens is that when the lights go off, when there's a power blackout, these ones are charged and will light for another 8 hours. So that even if my lights go off at 7 in the evening, my chicks will have light up to morning. So these are excellent bulbs for brooding. And so I am here right now to change all the bulbs in the brooder into this type of bulbs. And so that's what I'm going to do so that I am assured that there's light all the time for our chicks. Light is very important for 1 day old chicks because they have to see their food and they have to see their water. Without that, then they die. So you must remember that light is very important. The next thing that's very important is the temperature. They have to be very warm, up to 33 degrees centigrade, and this is the temperature on the floor, not in the air. So we are going to place our thermometers on the floor of the brooder because that's the temperature we're going to measure. The floor is where the chicks are. That's their level, and that's the temperature you have to keep at 33 degrees centigrade. So remember that, not the air temperature, the floor temperature. And that's what we're going to measure and keep, 33 degrees centigrade. And this we're going to do using the heat lamps. And later on, we will show you the stoves. We have charcoal stoves that we shall be using to keep this heat so that it's 33 degrees centigrade. And so here I go and change all these bulbs so that they are these energy-saving bulbs that I will be assured of light all the time for my chicks, so they can see the food and they can see the water, and so that they grow up and develop into nice chicks that are going to be layers and lay eggs and produce eggs to more than 96% and at the right time. And so here is our brooder. It's very important to check up everything before you get your chicks so that you don't panic when the chicks come, so that you don't make any mistakes. So our brooder is all covered so that no wind comes in and no cold comes in. It's late, like you can see I'm changing the bulbs. It's well made on the sides so that there are no corners, because the corners stop the chicks from getting stuck in the corners. We also have these very simple thermometers that I have just bought so that I could have them in case the other ones fail. So that these are very cheap and simple thermometers that I will just lay all around so that we can measure the temperature in many corners. And so this is our brooder, which is all ready for our 1 day old chicks. And we are receiving them tomorrow. And we shall be showing you every day how we are brooding from day 1. So please don't miss our YouTube series of brooding. And here you can see the temperature is 28 degrees on the floor. And that's the temperature on the chick level. And this is what we are supposed to be measuring. And so make sure that you check up with us and you see how we're going on. We have used a lot of YouTube videos to do everything and to arrange everything in our brooder. And it has been very successful. We will thank everybody who has put up YouTube videos on poultry farming because they are very, very helpful. And we hope that this will also help someone else by watching our YouTube videos and following us day by day. So please don't forget to keep on watching our videos that will be coming every day from the day 1 of brooding our 1 day old chicks up to the last day of our brooding. We shall keep you informed. So this is our brooder. We know the temperature. We know the lights are working. We have a hospital. We have heat lamps. We have baby drinkers. We have baby feeders. We have the vitamin that we're going to give them, the paraffin that we're going to give them. We have clean water for them. Yeah, we have everything. So now I have replaced all the bulbs, and I am very happy with the brooder. I'm very satisfied with the way it was built by my colleagues who have done it when I was not at home. So now you can see the complete brooder. You can see the temperatures have gone up to 29. And we have put on the heat lamps so that they can go up a bit higher. We are just checking how much temperature we can get without the charcoal stoves, using only the heat lamps, so that we can know how many charcoal stoves we need to light to bring it up to the 33 degrees. So you can see it has gone up to 29 when we put on the red heat lamps. But this is not enough because we have got to come up to 33 degrees centigrade on the floor, which means the air temperature is going to be much, much higher than this. Like you can see there, the air temperature was 35 degrees. So we are not yet there because the air temperature will be much higher when the floor is 33 degrees. And so this is how we are going to do our brooding. You're very welcome to watch our videos, and please don't hesitate to watch our other videos, to comment, to like and share. Thank you so much, and keep on watching our videos as they come day by day. Brooding. This is Chaos Poultry Farm. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.